So y'all know that teacher that got fired for having a, OF, and they like blasted it all over social media, the news or whatever. I mean, they did this girl a favor. That was like free advertisement for her, and she made over $1 million in 6 months. And I'm just like, babe, we ain't got to show our face. We don't even got to show our face. We get fired, we get free advertisement. I mean, we'll be sitting high, you know. Oh, did I say that out loud? I mean, I got to get out the dust off of my old page. I mean, this lady is living the I don't give a F anymore. The teachers don't make shit. Y'all do a lot and don't get paid for it. But y'all done this girl a favor, and it has me thinking like, maybe I'll get fired and the news center will blast it all over the media. I mean, I could just be your manager. But anybody who has one of those pages, I'll be your manager. I will do it for you. So I'm just saying, if you need a manager, I'm your girl. Hook me up. I will quit my job and promote and do whatever you want me to do. Because, oh Lord.
And a coppage start.
Yeah. So, guys.
But what the hell, boy?
really don't know what's going on. Just to have someone that really thinks that it was beneficial for the teacher that got caught in the classroom doing these salacious acts, that it's okay now that she claims that she got this teacher claimed that she resigned, but really she was terminated. Let's face it, she was given a choice. We can fire you and it becomes a big scandal, or you could resign, right? But either way, she's going to be out. But what the clip that you just saw, when that woman was saying that they did her a big favor because she lost her job because of what she did, obviously, and now she's wealthy, she's well off, she's rich, she made $1 million. Whoop-de-doo.
Okay.
Effing whoop-de-doo, right? The point that she's overlooking when she's glorifying this teacher, as you can see her face in the thumbnail, right? She's glorifying this teacher that got retired from her job, right? Involuntarily retired from her job, and then went on to keep pursuing her Pornhub career, right? If you want to call it that, right?
What the hell, boy?
Or OF career. Now, it is becoming so prevalent, right, that we have to ask the question, like, what the heck is going on with these teachers? Yeah.
Why?
Yes, I know that we revere celebrities, athletes, right? And we give them this deity status, right? And they are not the ones necessarily that is educating the next generation of leaders or stars or athletes or musicians, right?
Facts.
And they're not getting the pay that they should be. Let's face it, a teacher will make 45, let's say, to 55,000 a year, right? And then out of that money that she makes, she still goes to the store and buys supplies for the classroom, right? Because they don't get a per diem, they don't get any monies, bonuses that they could use, right? Performance bonuses. They have to use it. They have to use money from their pay to go out and buy supplies to help the students. Noble. That's a noble act, right?
Facts.
We can't deny that. That's a noble act. However, some of them has gotten so presumptuous, so uncaring, self-indulgent, that they decide that they're going to do things to earn money, but in the way that they're doing it to earn money, nothing is wrong. Don't get me wrong. Nothing is wrong with wanting to earn some extra money. But at the expense of the children, there's a big issue with that.
Yes, sir.
And I have a daughter. I have a 15-year-old daughter, soon to be 16. And I would be horrified if I found out that one of her teachers were doing something in the classroom. Worse, everybody is entitled to do whatever they want behind closed doors. It's their closed doors, right? But when you're going to take it to the classroom and you're going to do things in the classroom, that's a different kind of accountability. That's the accountability moves from just personal interaction with whomsoever that you want to have your escapades with, and then take it into the classrooms and doing salacious things in front of children. Well, you don't think they're going to find out? You don't think the community is going to find out? The thought that these teachers are getting away with literal debauchery, right? And then they'll move from one county or one district to another and simply reapply for another teaching job and get it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have something that's called the Carfax, right? And the Carfax is where they would put the history of the car, because back in the days, there were some very nefarious characters, and they used to sell cars that were called lemons to people, right? And when they sold those cars that were called lemons to people, they would break down. So the government decided that they're going to institute a different way, or a more, or for simpler terms, a tracking database where every single car that's sold inside the United States have to be reported to the Carfax. And then from that, when anyone is going to buy a new car, they run a Carfax, right? They should have a educator fax or teacher fax, right? Because there's I would say there's so many people in America, right? Let me see how many children is in America. Let me do a quick run. How many children? How many children are there in America? Okay. All right. So I did a search. It didn't pull up what I wanted, so I had to do another search, and I got the number. There are 49 million students in America.
Damn.
So if there are 49 million students in America, I would stand to say that there is at least 40% of that amount teachers. Let's say 30 to 40% are teachers. right? So if there are 30 to 40% of teachers, that's a good amount of teachers to be able to put in a database, a national database, where when a teacher is hired, he or she is put into the database that they're hired, where they're hired, district, region, where they're hired, right? And then when they move, if they're terminated or they quit or whatever, or move out of town, and they go somewhere else to get a job, they can say, hey, let's pull your teacher's facts. They go in, put their name in, right? All teachers are certified, so they get a certification number. So they put their certification number in, and then it will pull up the teacher's facts. That idea, someone should do it. Maybe I should do it. Build a database that's called Teacher's Facts. Maybe somebody hear this and they were like, you know what, it's a great idea. Let's do it. Maybe I'm giving away a great idea right now. But even if I don't do it, somebody should. All right? Build a database where all teachers have to account for their actions. So now, with that said, a teacher does something, and something egregious, right? He or she didn't just decide to quit their job and move out, or they're going to take a break, so they take some time off, so they're going to quit for a year or two, and then they're going to go back to teaching. They move to a different community, and then they go get hired somewhere else. Not talking about those teachers, but they will also be in the Teacher's Facts database. But let's say a teacher does something where it is outright degrading, disrespectful, disgusting, salacious. This teacher should not be teaching anyone's children, whether they're in kindergarten or college or university.
I think that if a teacher does what she did, I think that they should charge her as a sex offender like they do people who pee outside.
Exactly. Because
it's public nudity.
Exactly. Because when you pee outside, you essentially you're relieving yourself. You're not trying to get attention for peeing outside. But if the wrong people see you and they report you, you're going to get charged for crime, public nudity. But what's happening is these teachers are not facing any accountability. Mm-hmm. They get fired. They're told that, okay, if you don't want to worry about any other issues happening to you, if you don't want to worry about getting arrested, I suggest you quit and disappear. And no charges are really come against them. In many times, not all, but some of them, many times, like teachers that do sexual acts with minors. That's degrading. That's disgusting. Yep. Right? Normally you're going to, when we send our children out in the world to school, we are entrusting our children with these teachers. And then when we find out that these teachers are doing things around our children, right? And they are getting away with it, it's enraging.
Facts.
I don't know, people, really. I don't know what my reaction would be if my daughter was to call me one day and say, Father, this is what's going on. I would be super. Just look at my reaction, right? I would be feeling super mad, right? I would have to call someone for them to say, hey, Soshai, calm down, right? Because, listen, having a baby girl and finding out that the people that you entrust your daughter with, or having a son, a baby son, and find out the people you entrust your son with, they're doing things in the classroom, and when you find out that it was brushed under the rug, and then you go to a town meeting, you go to find out what happened to this teacher, and then you heard, oh, she was just fired and she moved away and no charges were brought. People, anyone that have children would be super enraged. And the only way you could stop them is unless you lock them in a room. Lock them in a room and hide the keys until they calm down. Because, hey, I think I overrant because I'm highly upset because of this continuous debauchery that these teachers are going on with, and they're getting away with it. I mean, OnlyFans just created an industry of women that think it's okay to show their parts anywhere, any place, but it's worse when they come for our children.
Facts.
Right? It's okay. It's your body. Like you say, it's your body, your choice. Your body, your fucking choice. Do what you want to do, but don't do it in front of our children. And don't do it where you get a job to take care of fucking children.
Facts.
Right? Hey, Ray, run the clip, man.
Anna Coppage started teaching 5 years ago.
Being there for students, like celebrating milestones with them.
For the last 2 years and until resigning earlier this month, she was at St. Clair High School as an English teacher. And one reason for her departure, to make more money. She started an OnlyFans page, a site that's growing popular across many generations. On OnlyFans, some offer premium content to build connections with subscribers, such as inspirational speeches, photos, and even adult content. Coppage among those posting explicit content.
Missouri is one of the lowest states in the nation for teacher pay. And then the district I was working for is also one of the lowest paying districts in the state.
Coppage says her yearly teaching salary was $42,000. When she started OnlyFans, she avoided showing her face because of her job as a teacher.
And a lot of people asking, why didn't you just get like a part-time job somewhere?
Right.
But teachers also take all of their work home. Like, we don't get to stop working when we leave the school day.
Okay.
We don't get to grade all 130 students' papers during the day. It's just not possible when you're teaching. So we take that work home with us on the evenings, on the weekends. So getting a second job is just really not possible.
The St. Clair School District said in a statement it was notified of the posts by an individual not affiliated with the school. The statement goes on to say the district immediately retained legal counsel for assistance due to the sensitivity of the matter and to protect the integrity of the investigation.
Our handbook policies are very vague, and they just say something about, like, represent yourself well. Did I violate that? I feel like that's a matter of opinion.
Pause it right there,
So
Ray.
much attention in the community.
Pause it right there. Pause it right there. Back up just a little bit. Where she say it's that just did she violate that? It's just a matter of opinion.
All 130 students' papers during the day. It's just
Immediately retained legal posts by an individual not,
classroom. That was tough.
especially after a
Be going back to education, and I won't ever. It's a matter of opinion.
All right,
Our
right there.
handbook
Okay.
policies are very vague, and they just.
Okay, so a matter of opinion. She just immediately downplay what she did. I mean, you live in a community.
Facts.
We have, most of us have distinct voice, our tonality, our expressiveness, the way we respond to certain things we see or hear. People get familiar with that. And when they get familiar with that, it's not hard to decipher who you are, even if you have your face hidden by or in a bag or behind a mask. Your face is not showing. They hear your voice. They say, oh, I know who that is, right? And not only that we have a distinctive voice, but a lot of us have a distinctive walk, right? A distinctive mannerisms, the way we move our head, the way we tilt our shoulder, the way we stand. And when people are around us long enough, it's easy for them, it's easily conceivable that they will know who you are. So no matter how you try to hide yourself, it's safe to say that everyone in the community, being around you enough, will know who you are. So you hiding yourself, and then you're going to say it's a matter of opinion because you hid yourself. It's a matter of opinion. No. You're excusing your actions. No accountability. All you want is now, all you're seeking now is validation and no accountability. So you made a effing $1 million. So what? What you did, you're saying that it's right. I understand you made $42,000 a year and your contracts is very vague. I know.
Okay.
I've dated teachers. Heck, my daughter is with a teacher, right? So I've experienced what you're talking about. I've experienced what she's talking about, people, right? I've seen it, right? I'm firsthand have to prepare meal, prepare dinner and all of that stuff while she's grading papers, right? So I've seen what she's talking about, right? Okay. But now she's excusing. It's a matter of opinion. You're trash. That's what you are. Trash. Continue.
Once this gained so much attention in the community and even across the country, Coppage says she knew she couldn't go back to the classroom.
I've definitely gone through a grieving process, especially that first week and the second week, just knowing that I won't be going back to education and I won't ever be seeing my students again in the classroom. That was tough.
Especially after a link to her account was posted in a St. Clair Facebook group. That's when she decided to resign.
I'm not advertising it to students, but adults in the community continue to do so. And I just don't think that's okay. Students
Oh, pause it right there. Pause it right there.
But what the hell, boy?
Do you fucking I'm sorry, man. Do you see what I'm talking about, Ray? Do you see what I'm talking about?
These people are,
Yeah, man.
These are insane.
You are
Pe-
a devilfish.
For real, people in the community is sharing it,
Blood of Jesus.
and she don't just. It's as if she's the parent and everybody else is the children, or she is the saint and everybody's the deviant, right? She just don't think that's okay. So no accountability for her bullshit.
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying?
Definitely not trying. Exposing this nonsense that's going on. This new wave of mental gymnastics and wordplay, and it's just over the top ridiculous.
It's actually quite sad.
Very sad.
She's saying, oh, the adults in the community keep sharing things that I post. Well, you keep supplying them things to share, man. Like, what is she talking about?
Stupid.
Yeah, man. Let's continue.
This. And I know people are saying, well, you taught high school, they were bound to find it at some point. Maybe not. I was faceless. I did not use my real name.
With tens of thousands of subscribers, Coppage says in a month on OnlyFans, she makes more than she did in a year as a teacher. It's not where she expected her career to go, but she's not apologizing for the decisions she's made.
But I've been able to pay off all my student loans, like any car loans or credit card debt. Like, I have no debt now, so like that's really freeing. Being a teacher, I know that I never would have been able to fully pay all of that off.
Great job, buddy. You did it.
Right. Is that what she's expecting? Like, seriously.
Listen, that's what she want. It wasn't about the children. It was about the money. I understand. She made 42, right?
That's average, though. That's average Americans make $42,000 a year.
Yes.
You know they do, they get another job.
Yes. Right? And to know that she is to know that she is so dismissive, and blaming everyone for her debauchery. All right, so let's continue, man.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Candace Matthews. I am the
Pause it
National
right
Minister
there.
of Poli-
Pause it. Sorry, everyone. I should have mentioned this. This is a case, right? That another teacher, because of what's been going on with all these OF teachers, these OnlyFans teachers, now it's become prevalent. It's almost a mainstay, a norm for teachers. It doesn't matter how they look, how they shape, their height, their size. They are going for the quote bag, unquote bag. They're going for the bag. And that's the main idea, right?
But what the hell, boy?
And it normally many times we hear about these kind of situation when we talk about OF models, as they call themselves, in the city. But a lot of these teachers that have been caught are in rural areas, right? So there's no safe corner or no safe town you can go to anymore. Hey, we all have social media. And some of us use it for good and some of us use it for bad. And you form your opinion. What's good or what's bad? I've already formed mine in some sense, in some terms, in some circumstances. But in this news brief, this press conference, you will hear about another teacher that have actually exercised her free will to do things in front of our children. And when I say our children, it doesn't matter. It takes two people to have a child, but it takes a village to raise that child. Right? So when I said our children, I mean it doesn't matter where they're from, how they look. They're still our children, because when we grow old and pass away, they're going to be the ones that's going to be bringing up offsprings that will continue the society and continue our existence. So when we have these teachers in rural areas now that are taking up the city girl lifestyle and doing these things in front of the students, we have a situation like this. All right, Ray, roll the killer.
6 for the New Black Panther Nation. Here standing with my chairman, Brother Quanell X. We're here in reference to an atrocity that has happened here at this elementary school that stands behind us by the name of Gray Elementary, that is in the school district of Lamar Consolidated ISD. We have a former music teacher that was here this school year when this shocking video has happened. This school teacher that was a music teacher taught several grade levels here in this school. We have shocking video of this music teacher doing porn videos in the music classroom, and also a second video of her doing this porn video in the school bathroom during school hours. So, and let's not leave out, she also had her school ID badge on. I called also to verify was this teacher still employed here at this school. So it comes to find out that the teacher is no longer employed here, but not for this incident. The administration had no idea of the videos that was taking place here in this school. So what we are demanding that Lamar Consolidated ISD need to get with the Texas Education Agency to let them know about this atrocity of what has happened with this teacher, because this is how demented teachers go from one district to the next, jumping from district to district without, they can go and apply for a job and they have their teacher certification, they don't have a criminal record, but you over here doing explicit activities in an elementary school. That is unacceptable. So that's why we are calling this out. We are not going to sweep this under the rug. I did speak with administration here at the school district. They were not aware of that video, like I said. However, they did wanted to share with me, like I did let them know that I was going to bring this public. They did not want me, to bring it public because they did not want, the community to feel like they wasn't doing their job. But how can you not say that you're not doing your job because you didn't know anything about the video? Now that you know about the video, now we expect for you to do your job. We expect for you to go to the Texas Education Agency. We expect for you to put a block on this teacher so this teacher cannot go to another school and do this type of foolishness. This can be the same type of teacher that can touch a child. If you taking your clothes off, you're smacking your behind, you're flapping your breasts out and gyrating yourself in a classroom where students are during the school day, and you're doing this in the bathroom. That is unacceptable. So basically I'm gonna let Brother Quanell state his piece and then I'll close it out.
You really can't make this stuff up. It is absolutely appalling, shameful, and frightening that these are the type of educators that are in an elementary school teaching our children. When parents send their children to school, they believe their teachers are people of the utmost highest character. But now we got a teacher in the classroom on school hours, stripping down butt naked, bending over and showing everything on the video, and all you could see was cellulite hanging in pubic hair. This is a disgrace and a shame.
Wow.
This is the type of educator and teacher that is in the classroom. And she made multiple videos. Yes, the district was unaware until we brought this to their attention. But what we're asking you to do now is to go even further. Nullifying her contract is not enough. We demand that the superintendent and the board ban her from ever teaching in this school district again. We want a permanent ban on her. Secondly, we demand that this school district send a letter to TEA demanding her certification as a teacher be terminated and revoked. 3, we're demanding that this district contact law enforcement, and we want to make sure that the students that she taught are interviewed, or a hotline is set
100% agree.
to make sure that she didn't do additional things in the classroom that may be inappropriate, unethical, unprofessional, or dangerous in the environment of those children. If she would do this in the classroom, what else will she do? This woman obviously had lost her damn mind. She needs psychotropic medication. She pulls out her breasts and she's juggling them. Look like she about to fall over. Then she bends over and pulls down her panties. Spreads her cheeks. I'm not lying. I'm telling you what's on the video.
Wow.
Spreads her cheeks.
What did he say?
This is madness.
Yeah, go back a second. Go back. Just a slight bit. Just a slight bit. I want to hear that again.
What's that?
Just a slight bit. Yeah.
What's that, brother?
Mine. She needs psychotropic medication. She pulls out her breasts and she's juggling them. Look like she about to fall over. Then she bends over and pulls down her panties. Spreads her cheeks. I'm not lying. I'm telling you what's on the video. Spreads her cheeks. This is madness. This woman should never, ever be allowed to be an educator. This woman should never be allowed to work around children ever again. And I believe that if a thorough investigation takes place, you can find something criminally to bring her into a courtroom for. Because I've seen law enforcement put parents in courtrooms for far much less than this. If we can put Donald Trump in the courtroom and find something to prosecute him for, don't tell me we can't find something to prosecute this woman for.
Fact.
This is sad. This is madness. This is filth at its finest. And so we're praying that the school district, we're not attacking you. You didn't know anything about this lady. But now that you do know, show the aggressive, proactive steps that you will take to make sure she never re-enters a classroom. Hell yeah.
From what I was told is that she's looking for employment with other school districts. So that's why this is imperative that we amplify this issue, because this is how you have demented teachers going from one district to the next doing this type of behavior. So I just want to send a message out to her, because see, that video was so horrific and appalling. We just want her to know that her retired porn star activities is done. Okay? You're done. You would never set foot in now one of these classrooms. You would not even have the opportunity to disgrace our eyes with that foolishness that you did in that video. So your porn days is over. And also your teacher days. We're done with this. So we demand the school district, please, again, we're not here to attack you. We're here to inform you of what you had in your school. And this is where you can prove to your the parents and the constituents that you are going to be zero tolerance when it comes to this type of stuff and these type of deviant individuals doing this in this classroom amongst our babies. That's unacceptable.
We want to make sure that if she wants to be a porn star, and it's obvious she does, that's her business.
Baby, she retired.
But we want to make sure that she never teaches in a classroom again, that her teaching certification is revoked, and she never has the opportunity or access to children again. If she wants to teach, if she wants to be a porn star, based on what I saw in that video,
Baby, she retired.
I don't think she's going to make a lot of money. Based on what I saw in that video, I don't think she's going to be at a top tier status. That's a damn shame what I saw in that video. That's sickness. And I think that this woman needs to be mentally evaluated by a therapist.
Absolutely.
But let's make sure the school district protects the state of Texas children, so she can't run from one district to another seeking employment, because it's not in her personnel file what she was terminated for or why she's banned from the district, because they've already didn't renew her contract for other reasons. Well, that won't stop her from being employed somewhere else. But if they put in there that she's banned and they want to know why she's banned, it's done. In fact, most school districts won't even ask. Once they see you're banned, you won't be hired. Any more questions?
It appears it was related to some kind of love triangle.
I'm not sure if it was a love triangle or not.
But she the one that sent the video.
Let me say this. I wouldn't give a damn if she was having problems with her boyfriend or girlfriend. It just didn't go well.
Don't bring it to the
What
school.
happened in the classroom? You in the classroom where you teach your students doing this madness? Whatever problems you got going on with your spouse is irrelevant and immaterial. What that filth that you're doing in the classroom is what you must be held accountable for.
She should have did that in her own bedroom, not here at the school, period. You know, this is not a place for that. You do not sexualize our children. You don't come with that sexualized type behavior on any type of school campus. You keep that mess in your bedroom. So like I said, your porn days is over, sis. You're doing too much.
There have been several other cases of teachers who are doing porn on their OnlyFans page. But once the district discovered in all of those cases that the teachers had OnlyFans porn material on that page, their employment was terminated. This goes beyond that, because they were doing it at home, creating these porn videos at home on their own time, not on employment district time. This happened inside the school building. This goes beyond that.
Any other questions?
Thank you for your time and thank you for your presence.
All right. This is. You heard what he says?
Yeah, bro.
Her pube hair was hanging out. She bent over in front of the children. Yo, that's
Blood of Jesus for your nasty blood.
that's peto behavior. She should be prosecuted. That is peto behavior. Man, I think we've seen some things growing up. You know, many of us have seen some things growing up. Some that we couldn't make adjustment fast enough to just not experience those episodes in our lives. But when these teachers or these adults are making these choices to infiltrate our children's mind with this pure disgust and then think it's okay because they worship the dollar. Remember, many of them say they're religious individuals, right? Until the one thing that they worship is set in front of them.
Facts.
They say they believe in the Almighty God. But the God that they really worship is the almighty dollar.
Facts.
They will disregard our concerns, our trust, our openness to accept them to be the caregivers of our children and do the most vile things to and around our children and expect for us to be okay with it by saying things like, it's the community that keeps sharing it, and I don't think it's okay. My friend and my friends, people that are watching, this is one of those things in life where we have to figure out how we're going to navigate around it, how we're going to make sure that these teachers from kindergarten, grade school, to upper level, higher level learning get some kind of accountability. There's some kind of accountability database, like I just proposed, that someone should build it. If I don't, maybe someone should build it and get it to be used by the government. Maybe a local municipality will start to use it and get all their teachers on board on it to keep track of them. Because, yeah, they have money. The government have money. The city, the local municipality, the state, the country. They have money. They can build this kind of software that I'm proposing. They definitely can. But sometimes we need entrepreneurs and government to work together to come up with a system to keep accountability database, a proactive accountability database of all of these teachers, good, bad, and the ugly, all in the same system, and they're rated based on their performance. And even so, maybe their performance, they should get a sniping, like a bonus or something, based on their performance. Because I've seen county, I know county to do that. Trust me when I say I know. I've been told how when they're lacking teachers, and they want teachers to come and teach in their district, and if they normally pay their teachers $45,000-$50,000, they'll give them an extra $5,000-$10,000 to come and teach in their district. So it can be done, right? So it's not far-fetched to say that they are not able to create some kind of accountability database called Teachers Facts that they can use to determine whether they're going to hire or not hire a particular teacher for a particular subject. It doesn't matter. I'm over talking, right? So I guess I'm out of words at this point because honestly, I never thought I would have, I watched part of it, but I never thought I would have gotten so annoyed to actually watch it again, watch the full video again, and then do my takeaway, my reaction to how the first clip that we showed, how that woman revered that teacher for making $1 million and disregard what she did over the money, because bet that woman say she's in some kind of religion. I don't know what kind of religion, whatever religion she follows, it doesn't really matter, right? But the one religion that's most important to to her, the one religion that's most important to her, let me correct myself, is that she worshiped the almighty dollar by even telling her husband that she don't know what they're doing, and that she could be this woman's manager, the teacher that got ousted from her job and made $1 million. So that's what they worship, the almighty dollar. All right, so everyone, without going any further, I think we're going to end it here for the night. Thank you. Remember, you can reach out to us via call us or text us at 1-844-PUT-ME-ON. That's 1-844-PUT-ME-ON. You can support the channel. You can support our creation. You can support our creators and help us to bring more content to you guys, right? By going to chat.tips and support us, right? So, again, thank you for watching. See you again. All right, Ray, it's your time to close it out.
This is just crazy.
You have any last words?
Not really. It's just that, it's crazy how these teachers, they complain about how much they're getting paid, but the one thing they sell is their body, which is insane. Like, you're supposed to be teaching these kids some type of character building, some type of, discipline. At least emulate that within your own life and yourself. But they choose not to. They actually run and escape, which is the opposite of what they're supposed to be teaching kids. This is why they give them the homework. They give them all the classwork. They tell them to study, and they're supposed to show some type of discipline, some type of character, strength of character. But you're folding because you're making $22 an hour.
Yeah, and a lot of the time, if they're married or they live with a spouse, and the spouse is making the same amount, so they're grossing $90,000 a year, but they want to live like they're grossing $120,000 to $150,000 a year, and that's where the problem set in, because a lot of these people, and I'm sorry to, I'm going to make up a word, sorry to genderize this statement, but a lot of women want to live an opulent lifestyle. It doesn't matter what industry she is in. She see the glitz and the glamour. She see the stars on TV, don't really know what's really going on behind the scenes, but all they see is the imagery that is portrayed, and they think that's facts, that's reality, and they didn't want to live up to that, so they'll do anything to live up to that. So they'll go out and live above their means, in excess, because now she's a teacher and she wants to pull up in a Benz. Okay, so how you want to pull up in a Benz, but you're making Toyota salary? All right, that's what we're experiencing, right? How many teachers that you've seen? Have you gone to any high school? Passed by any high schools? Just driving by and look in the parking lot sometimes. Yeah. What do you see?
Regular cars,
right?
Malibus, Toyota Corollas, and some mom soccer vans and all that.
Right, and then sometimes you'll see a few BMWs, a few Benz, and you're like, who are those cars belonging to, right? And I've seen where some of them are teachers.
Yep.
Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, of course, especially in Weston.
Exactly, right? And a lot of the time, they're living above their means because they want to be glamorous. Look at her. She the image that you see, the one in the circle, she looks like she is an actress.
Yeah.
Right? So she wants to live that lifestyle, so she worshiped the almighty dollar. So please don't tell me, people, but you're religious and you believe in God, or and a person like me that don't follow any religion, you say, oh, I'm an atheist, or I don't believe in God, so you're the devil, or whatever what you want to say.
Stop the cap.
Because who you really believe in, or what you really believe in, is the almighty dollar. That's what you really believe in.
Almighty Ben Frank.
Exactly. All right? So that's why we should always question everything. All right, Ray.